In the quaint village nestled near the edge of the Enchanted Woods, there lived a girl named Willow. The townsfolk often referred to her as the Willow of the Woods, a name that carried whispers of magic and wonder. Willow's home was a charming cottage on the outskirts of the village, where she lived with her wise and gentle grandmother. The village prospered under the benevolent rule of the King of the North, who was known to be a guardian of the mystical realms that bordered the town. The king's protection extended to the village, ensuring its safety from the enchantments and creatures that dwelled in the heart of the Enchanted Woods. Willow's grandmother, a skilled enchantress in her own right, had passed down the secrets of magical arts to her granddaughter. From a young age, Willow showed a natural affinity for the mystical energies that permeated the woods. Her grandmother nurtured this gift, teaching her the delicate balance between the magic of the Enchanted Woods and the needs of the village. As Willow grew, so did her abilities. She learned to commune with the ancient spirits of the forest, gaining insights into the ebb and flow of the natural energies that sustained both the village and the woods. With her grandmother's guidance, Willow became a guardian in her own right, tasked with maintaining the equilibrium between the magical and mundane. The villagers, though initially hesitant about the mysterious powers Willow possessed, soon came to appreciate the benefits of her presence. Crops flourished under her watchful eye, and ailments that befell the townsfolk were swiftly healed with a touch of her hands. Willow's enchantments protected the village from the more malevolent forces that lurked beyond its borders. One day, a shadow cast its veil upon the village. Rumors whispered through the air, carried by the chilling winds that swept down from the mountains. The King of the North, their benevolent protector, had fallen gravely ill. The once steady protection he provided began to wane, leaving the village vulnerable to the encroaching darkness. The enchanted swampland, once a tranquil haven, now resonated with an undercurrent of unrest. The air, once fragrant with the heady aroma of mystical herbs, now carried a subtle tension that stirred the moss-laden trees. Willow, her heart still buoyed by the success of her previous quest, sensed that a new challenge loomed on the horizon. The village, under the benevolent rule of the restored King of the North, had flourished. Yet, a mysterious malaise had settled upon the enchanted swampland. The once bright fireflies dimmed their glow, and the ancient spirits, once benevolent, now whispered warnings through the rustling leaves. Willow, standing by the cottage door, looked out into the enchanted swampland. The landscape that had always been a source of comfort now seemed veiled in shadows. Elara, her wise grandmother, approached, her eyes reflecting the concern etched on Willow's face. "Something stirs in the enchanted swampland, my dear," Elara said, her voice carrying the weight of ancient wisdom. "The balance we restored may be threatened once more. There are forces at play beyond our understanding." Determined not to let the renewed unease cast a shadow over the village, Willow decided to embark on a journey to the heart of the enchanted swampland. Elara, sensing the urgency in her granddaughter's gaze, nodded in silent approval. Willow adorned herself with the pendant that had once restored the king's health, its magic now resonating with a subtle hum. As Willow ventured into the enchanted swampland, the very ground beneath her feet seemed to pulse with a disquieting energy. The moss-laden trees, which had once stood as wise sentinels, now seemed to whisper ominous secrets. Undeterred, Willow pressed on, guided by a sense of duty and the teachings of the enchanted swampland. The further she ventured, the denser the shadows became. The air grew heavy, and a mist clung to the twisted branches like ghostly fingers. It was then that Willow noticed a figure in the distance, a silhouette shrouded in the swirling shadows. As she approached, the figure emerged from the mist, a young man with disheveled hair and wide, bewildered eyes. He wore tattered clothing, and his demeanor spoke of disorientation and fear. "Are you lost?" Willow asked, her voice carrying a soothing tone. The young man, startled by her presence, nodded hesitantly. I don't know how I ended up here." "Everything is unfamiliar," he stammered, his gaze darting nervously between the looming trees. The enchanted swampland seemed to respond to the newcomer's presence. The mist thickened, and the shadows deepened, casting an eerie pallor over the surroundings. Willow sensed that this lost soul was a harbinger of the unrest that gripped the enchanted swampland. "I am Willow, the guardian of these woods," she introduced herself, her pendant glowing faintly. "Come with me. We must uncover the cause of this disturbance and restore balance to the enchanted swampland." The young man, grateful for the guiding presence, introduced himself as Aiden. As they ventured deeper into the woods, Aiden shared fragments of his story. He spoke of a mysterious fog that had enveloped him, of wandering through an otherworldly landscape that defied the laws of nature. Willow listened intently, recognizing that Aiden's arrival was not a mere coincidence. As they traversed the enchanted swampland, the challenges they faced grew more formidable. Unseen spirits played tricks on their senses, leading them off the path and into disorienting thickets. The very ground seemed to shift beneath their feet, testing their resolve. Yet, Willow and Aiden pressed on, their shared purpose uniting them against the mystical forces that sought to confound them. The moss-laden trees, once silent witnesses, now groaned with an ancient sorrow. Willow, attuned to the heartbeat of the enchanted swampland, could feel the pulsating energy of a malevolent force ahead. The source of the unrest lay in the heart of the woods, a place where the mystical currents converged. As they reached the heart of the enchanted swampland, a clearing bathed in an otherworldly glow, the cause of the disturbance revealed itself. A shadowy figure emerged, an ethereal being cloaked in darkness. Its eyes, pools of inky blackness, fixated on Willow and Aiden. "Willow," it hissed, the very air quivering with its ominous presence. "You meddle in affairs beyond your understanding. The balance you seek is but an illusion." Willow, undeterred, stepped forward, her pendant glowing with renewed intensity. "Who are you, and what dark purpose drives you to disturb the enchanted swampland?" The shadowy figure chuckled, a sound that sent shivers down Aiden's spine. "I am the Veil of Shadows, an ancient force that predates even the memory of this enchanted swampland. I seek to unravel the threads of reality and reshape this realm according to my whims." With a sweeping gesture, The veil of shadows summoned tendrils of darkness that coiled around the ancient trees. The enchanted swampland seemed to recoil, as if in agony, under the weight of the malevolent force. Willow, drawing upon the teachings of the enchanted swampland and the pendant's magic, stood firm. I will not let you unravel the delicate balance that sustains this place. The enchanted swampland is not yours to manipulate. Aiden, feeling a surge of courage, joined Willow at her side. The veil of shadows, sensing the united front against its dark influence, unleashed a torrent of shadows that threatened to engulf them. Willow and Aiden, bound by a shared purpose, stood resolute. In that moment of crisis, the enchanted swampland responded to their unwavering determination. The moss-laden trees, infused with the ancient magic, released a burst of vibrant light that dispelled the shadows. The veil of shadows recoiled, its form dissipating like smoke in the wind. You may have thwarted me for now, Willow, but the veil of shadows is eternal, it whispered, fading into the depths of the enchanted swampland. As the shadows receded, the enchanted swampland sighed with relief. The mist dispersed, and the air regained its clarity. Willow, her pendant now radiating with a serene glow, turned to Aiden with a smile. The enchanted swampland has its way of restoring balance, she said, her eyes reflecting the ancient wisdom she had inherited. Aiden, you are not lost. You are guided here for a reason, and together we have preserved the delicate dance of this mystical realm. Aiden, having witnessed the magic woven into the very fabric of the enchanted swampland, felt a profound connection to its mysteries. He chose to accompany Willow back to the village, where the fireflies danced in celebration of their victory. The enchanted swampland, having weathered another trial, stood as a testament to the enduring legacy of those who guarded its secrets. As Willow and Aiden walked through the mystical depths of the Enchanted Woods, a newfound camaraderie blossomed between them. Aiden, once lost and adrift, discovered a sense of purpose in the enchanting presence of Willow and the magical realms of the enchanted swampland. The village, bathed in the soft glow of fireflies, welcomed them back as heroes. The King of the North, aware of the trials they had faced, acknowledged their bravery. Willow and Aiden, bound by the mystical threads of the enchanted swampland, stood together, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The enchanted swampland, though scarred by the encounter with the veil of shadows, began to heal. The moss-laden trees whispered words of gratitude, and the ancient spirits bestowed their blessings upon Willow and Aiden. The pendant, now a symbol of their shared victory, radiated with a renewed magic that echoed through the heart of the enchanted swampland. As the fireflies continued their dance, weaving patterns of light in the enchanted swampland, Willow and Aiden shared a quiet moment of reflection. The mysteries of the woods, the bond forged in the face of adversity, and the enduring magic of the enchanted swampland unfolded before them like a tapestry of ancient tales. Little did they know that the veil of shadows, though momentarily vanquished, lingered in the shadows, biding its time. The enchanted swampland, with its timeless wisdom, awaited the next chapter in the unfolding saga of Willow, Aiden, and the delicate dance between light and shadow.